And I want to tell you a little bit about some of the work the city and council are doing to support businesses in the community. Now more than ever, it is critical that we support Calgary businesses. The research tells us that in a natural disaster, businesses that close their doors, some 30 to 40% of them never reopen. In the flood, we took that down to less than 5%. And it's important that we do the same now to really look after particularly these small and medium-sized businesses in the community. This epidemic has hit our business community very hard in a time when many of them were already very challenged from a tough economy. And so what are we doing at the City of Calgary? Well, number one is advocating to the provincial and federal governments on behalf of Calgary's business community. Cities across Canada have really been pushing for measures like many of the ones you've seen, particularly from the Government of Canada, as well as some from the Government of Alberta, in terms of helping businesses do better. We've helped businesses share tools and resources on how they can do things differently, how they can survive this. We're making progress on all of this. If you are a business owner in Calgary, you can go to calgary.ca/COVID-business. That dash is a bit weird. Calgary.ca/COVID-business. That pulls together in one place all of the government supports that are there for you, all the information that is relevant to your businesses. Which takes us to what you can do. So today we're launching a program we call Support Local YYC. Guess what the hashtag is? Hashtag Support Local YYC. And the idea here is really for us to be able to think about ways that we individually can support local businesses. That's the city uniting with Calgary Economic Development, the Chamber of Commerce, Tourism Calgary, and Calgary's Arts Development, as well as the leaders in our business improvement areas across the city and many, many local businesses. So the idea here is to create connections, to share resources, to highlight positive stories. So what can you do? Buy from local businesses. Buy from local businesses online. Go to the second or third link on that Google search and find the local business. So for example, I know that there are a number of local bookstores that are offering same-day delivery. And certainly you can buy books from them rather than from, shall we say, large online companies that are not based here in Calgary to keep people moving and keep people working. We've talked about purchasing gift cards to use later. Ordering takeout or delivery from your local restaurants. By the way, when you're ordering takeout or delivery, contact the restaurant directly first and ask them, what service would you prefer me to use? Here's your chance. Those of us who can afford to give, those of us lucky enough to still be working, should give and should give more than we normally would. And your chance now is to support the COVID-19 Support Fund, which is administered by the Calgary United Way in conjunction with the City of Calgary, or the Calgary Foundation, our amazing local community foundation. And your donations will be doubled by the Government of Alberta in an act of great generosity. You know, just last week, last Sunday, I got a call from Calgary entrepreneur and philanthropist Arlene Dickinson. And she said, I want to donate some money to the food bank, but I want to use that as an initiative to try and get other people to donate. So we did a little thing. For every retweet of this, Arlene will donate $1 up to $10,000. And some people said, well, isn't she just going to give $10,000? But the point was to raise awareness. So I'm happy to announce that in under 10 days, we collectively raised $512,000 for the Calgary Food Bank, $500,000 in 10 days. We have, as you know, put an end to city events and permits for outside events until June 30th. Of course, the Stampede is after that. And of course, we are investigating and looking at the data very, very carefully day to day to determine whether or not that ban needs to be extended. I'm also a member, a very proud member of the board of the Calgary Stampede. And I know that the management and the board of the Calgary Stampede are taking this very, very, very seriously with public safety as their paramount concern. And they're asking questions similar to the ones that you're asking, which is, can it go ahead? Can we do so in a way that is safe? Is there a different format that might work? Are there different kinds of things we can do? And ultimately, I know that two separate tasks are going on, which is we are evaluating whether or not we need to extend that ban past June 30th. and the Calgary Stampede is evaluating their ability to move forward. And I anticipate that we'll have answers on both of those in the next week or so.